Hey, what's up, Kings fan? It's your boy, Nitty. Hey, man, I'm going to just go straight to it. I'm going to jump straight to what the elephant in the room is. That fourth quarter against Florida State. I mean, first of all, we would take any W. We always take the win, especially over them fuckers, right? We'll always take the win. We're not going to apologize for winning. But let's talk about that fourth quarter. That fourth quarter is exactly what happened in the Notre Dame game to get the score tied at the end of toward the end of the game. I think sometime in that fourth quarter, Notre Dame tied it up 24-24. That fourth quarter against Florida State was exactly what happened against the Gators to have it, I think, 14 to 6 or whatever the score was. Just couldn't quite put them away, right? And to the very end. And tonight or last night, that fourth quarter, letting them get back in the game when Miami dominated for 3 quarters. That fourth quarter is what's going to keep this team from winning a championship. Now, I know we want a fake championship in the state championship. I mean, I'm from the state of Florida. I know how important, being the state champion is. But I'm talking about winning real hard where, ACC championship, national championship, when you starting to play against better teams. That fourth quarter is what's wrong with this team. I'm going to thank God for that defense that we have this year, because we definitely didn't have that last year. I'm going to thank God for Malachi Tony. That boy is a playmaker, in the clone of like Santana Moss and some of the other greats that we had at Miami. I'm going to thank God for that O-line and D-line we have, right? But I'm going to tell you right now, man, the offensive coordinator needs to get a little bit more creative with trying to keep drives going. Because the predictability, the conservativeness, that's what's going to keep this team back. This team kind of reminds me of that Ohio State team we played in 2002 when they cheated us out of the championship. They said it was a pass interference at the end of the Fiesta Bowl, which it wasn't. But that Ohio State team, look back at some of their tape. Look back at some of their past videos. They could not put teams away, but they always squeaked out victories. And they had a DNA about their team. They were strong on defense that year. I think if I'm not mistaken, they may have had the number 1 defense that year. But the offense, the offense was good. I mean, they had Maurice Claret. I mean, they had a team. But all their games were close. Or most of their games were close. Came down to the wire. And they just could never really put a team away. No matter who they played that year within the Big Ten. This Miami team reminds me of that team. Close, like you dominating, but you just can't put your foot on their neck and squeeze the life out of them. That's what this team reminds me of. But I'm going to tell you, man, they either got to try to get that fixed, or this is just the DNA of this team. It's going to be close. We're going to be biting our nails in the fourth quarter. I just think we get a little too conservative. I think we just don't have the creativity on the offensive side to be able, once the teams adjust, and the Florida State, they stack everybody in the box. Like our offensive coordinator just thinks like, well, I'm just going to keep ramming it up in there. I'm just going to keep trying to run it up in there, right? I mean, you got to be a little bit more creative than that, And then to me, that's the biggest flaw to me of this team. And you can see it on Mario's face during the game. He has that look on his face. He's looking up at the scoreboard. He knows. You can feel that team creeping, coming back, cutting into their lead. Thank God for the execution on the onside kicks in the fourth quarter yesterday, right? Wesley Basaint got one, and I don't know who got the second one, the second or third one that they kicked, that last one to allow us to seal the game. But come on, man, you got to be able to close these games out. You got to be able to put your foot on their fucking neck and squeeze the life out of them. You got to be able to do that. We're gonna squeak through this whole year. Like this, come on, man. No, this team is too talented to be able to have close games like that. This Florida State game should have been. I mean, hell, they took one off the board because we had a penalty, but easily could have been like a 42-3, 42-10 type of a game, easily, right? Miami got to learn how to close these games out. That's something Mario got to work on in this off week before we take on Louisville, because you got to get that fixed. You got to be able to close these games out, and you got to be able to execute when they know, okay, well, they're going to try to run it. Okay, well, be creative. Do a wheel route. Do something different than what we've been doing. I know they're trying to incorporate the tight end into the game a little bit more. Well, I just don't think we're doing enough. But at the same time, you can't fault winning. You can't blame these guys for winning. They winning. But, man, you got to be able to close these games out and squeeze the life out of these teams, because the more you gave them life. You gave Florida State life at the end of that game, and it almost came back to bite them. So, anyway, we'll take the win. I don't want this video to be long, but we will take this win. But come on, Canes, man, y'all giving us a heart attack, man. Come on, close these motherfuckers out so we can get on to the next one. All right. I think this team is special, man. They got a chance to do something special, but they got to be able to close these games out, because these games they're going to get harder, especially in the ACC. Louisville is coming into Miami to try to take this game in a couple weeks. And it's one of them weird ones. It was a Friday night game. Come on. You got the dogs to be able to do it. That defense is nasty. Come on, man. Put your foot on their neck. Close them out. And we should be able to start putting in backups on some of these games. So that's all I got today. Man, thank God for Malachi Tony, that defense, man. I'm happy we got the W. I hate Florida State. I hate the Gators. I hate any other team in the state of Florida. We the state champs, but now it's time to start looking at real hardware. We never won an ACC. It's time to get that done. Time to win an ACC championship game. It's going to be hard. It's going to be tough. But you got to be able to close these games out. I don't want to be like that Ohio State team in 2002. You're squeaking by all the way to the end. This team is too talented. Should be able to dominate. Should be able to put these teams away, clearly dominating. You dominated Florida State, who's supposed to have the number one offense. Dominated them for 3 quarters. And then in the fourth quarter, just kind of let them get in there. Let them, get back in the game. But anyway, I think we can fix that. I think we can close that out. But come on, Canes, man. Man, for Cane Nation out there, man, y'all pack that stadium, man. Let's keep rooting for these boys. This is something special, man. We haven't been here in a long time. We know this. We haven't been here in a long time. So anyway, that's all I got, man. Put your foot on their neck. Squeeze the life out of these fucking teams, man. Don't stop letting them, feel like they got a chance to come back in these games, because we're gonna need to be able to do that down the stretch. There got to be some more creativity in our run game to get these guys going. Anyway, that's all I got, man. That part of our schedule is behind us, and now it's time to really kind of get deep into these ACC games. We want to know in the ACC, but y'all already know in past history, wheels start falling off previous Canes teams when we start getting into this ACC play. Let's see if this team's in. I think this team is going to be a little different, but we'll see. Nitty out.